If not for...
Oh, I hope I'm not on United.
If not for the...
Black gentleman.
Who was funny. He obviously was delayed because the weather then hit. We hung out like that entire evening. So, because he was so... I mean, he told me all this stuff that the airline was supposed to legally, again, tell me.
Know your rights.
That's what he said to me. God damn, gotta get that money. He didn't say that. That was Ted Williams, and then me. So, long story short, my flight is delayed, and then eventually it got canceled. And at that point, you're entitled to a refund no matter what when a flight gets canceled. And
so, what did you get that money back?
I got the refund for the flight. Yes. And
so you only got $400 back in United bucks.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, so you need to give them those $400 back, and you want $800 cash.
I want but I don't want the cash. I want them to donate the money to the memorial that was set up in my grandfather's name.
Oh, Grandpa Jack.
That's the point I'm making. The money didn't matter. It was just and it wasn't even morals. And I wasn't fighting their protocol and their practices. I was just arguing for what the Department of Transportation...
But you know what? They won't donate it, and they shouldn't get the tax write-off. You have them give you the money,
I
and
agree.
then you donate.
And I will. And it's a gesture. Yes, I get that they're going to... They'll take the tax.
They're not going to do anything.
They'll take the tax benefit. But if it's like the hospice of the Calumet area. It's in Indiana, and I can get you all those details. I would like you to donate $800 cash, or give it to me, and I will donate. I don't want the money. That wasn't the point. And it was just
Let's just keep a couple hundred of it.
No, I'm donating all of it.
Let's keep some of it.
Because I got my refund back from my flight that was eventually canceled. But it's unbelievable. And like I said, I know Southwest has been fined for not practicing what the
But
DOT...
United doesn't care. They don't care about you.
That's what I'm saying right now. We're in D.C., the nation's capital. The Department of Transportation should launch a formal investigation into United's practices of not following the law. And they violated the law on many levels, tried to classify...
But you're not the only one.
I know. That's why I'm saying... I'm not saying launch it, spend... tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars looking into United's practices on my behalf. I'm sure many that are not told what their rights are. So
know your rights, Diane.
Yep. It was extremely
you gotta get that money.
You know,
you gotta get that money.
I didn't get to go to the funeral, which sucked. And the flight that I was supposed to be on, that I was involuntarily bumped from.
That flight made it.
And my flight yesterday, I checked it out of Chicago because it did snow a little bit in Chicago.
Did it make it back?
It made it back.
So you would have made it?
So I would have been fine. I would have had a shovel last night, which would have sucked. But it's just, make it right, United.
And you would have been, if you would have been able to go, though, you wouldn't have been able to sit in the long traffic to get home.
I know. It was just capping off an awful, awful day. And it's
Screw United.
You got to know your rights.
Were these, when they made all the changes about how long you sit on a runway and things like that, was that all bundled in this same...
The airlines don't care.
No,
but the airlines suck.
But I feel like, at least if he's saying this, I never would have known that. I never would have known that they have to...
I would have had no idea.
Legally, they're obliged to give you some sort of printout of what
I'm telling everyone right now, if you're ever involuntarily bumped, and I don't know the law when you're voluntarily choosing to get off the flight. But if you're told we don't have a seat for you, and you say that's not right, you're entitled to all of these benefits as passed down by a governing body, the Department of Transportation. I mean, it's ridiculous. I will never fly United Airlines again, and I hope they make it right. They could make it right, and I'll still never fly them again.
They won't.
No.
But it's just...
This is like Todd Glass in DirecTV.
Or that car dealer.
It's upsetting, and the whole time...
No, it's horrible.
Yeah, I've seen people argue, and they just get so caught up in the argument, they cry.
That's you.
I was fighting
back. You.
No, it's not me. I was not crying because of the argument. Well, I didn't cry. I was fighting back tears because I'm like, I can't believe I'm sitting here arguing over this when I just want to be on that plane. This isn't... I don't care about this money. This money, but you owe me this legally, so you have to do this for me. It's not going to make up for the fact that I don't get to carry the coffin to the gravesite, but it was just incredibly upsetting. And the next flight got canceled because of the weather. I get that. That happens. I'm not blaming United for the weather. That has nothing to do with... It's just being involuntarily bumped. My rights were not explained. They didn't follow through with what they have to legally do. And that woman was a C during the whole process. That I don't think the DOT can fine for. Someone being a C. But she was a C. Oh, God, what a C. And I know I was emotional because I sat down at one point.
Did you start wailing?
No, I never did. I was fighting back the tears. I really was. It was hard.
Did you get awkward with her?
No, I didn't get awkward. At times, I was trying to voice my opinion on how they were breaking the law, and I would have to stop because I could tell my voice was starting.
Hold on.
But I will say I was eating. There's a place called I think it's like the Jet Barn Grill in the terminal.
Oh, you didn't go to the sushi joint? Oh, that's outside of security.
It was whatever was in my...
Oh, the Yamasuku or something like that? Fantastic.
And I'm sitting there, and I was texting you and giving you updates, and my wife second. But they had music playing, and Coldplay's warning sign came on. And that has nothing to do with a grandparent dying. Then I had to... It's awful. I thought, isn't this about like a relationship breaking? I mean, I couldn't even process the lyrics at that point. But the song, I mean, it's such a sad song, and I'm like sitting there eating quesadillas, thinking,
Big Mary.
I'm gonna cry in this big vat of sour cream. I'm gonna cry at this. But then, as played earlier, right after that, Winger 17, right back in the mood. So anyway. I'm going to post all this stuff.
All right, so we're mad at United.
So people know their rights.
We're mad at United. Hi, Elliot, in the morning.
Hey, guys.
Hey, who's this?
Hey, it's Rob.
Hey, Rob, what's going on, dude?
Hey, listen, if Tyler puts that clip that you guys just did on, like, YouTube or online, I'll write something up and send it into Consumerist. They've been posting stuff on United for years and other airlines.
Hey, let me ask you this. Is United amongst the worst at screwing over their passengers?
Well, on the break, you guys can take a look at it. Go to consumerist.com and look up United Breaks Guitars. They busted this guy's, $2,000 guitar, and he spent, months and months trying to get them to fix it. And, I mean, he saw them do it, and they wouldn't fix it. So he said, all right, well, I'm just going to write a couple songs about you guys and put them on YouTube. And then they got, millions of hits. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they were trying to, buy him a new guitar and refund him all his money. And he said, no, I'm just going to keep posting stuff.
Yeah, see, that's the problem. Like because I do hate the airlines because they will nickel and dime you for every goddamn thing imaginable. But the second that they're on the hook for something that they're supposed to be on the hook for, they will screw you to the end of the world.
Absolutely.
But they do. They want to nickel and dime you for everything imaginable. But the second that they have to owe you something, no. Just be fair to people. That's the worst part. That is the worst part. All right, dude. Hey, listen, I appreciate it. Thank you, my friend.
All right, thanks.
I do got to see if I'm flying United today. I wouldn't be flying United to North Carolina. United, I don't think, flies to North Carolina.
Are they more of a, is it more a Southwest
Isn't United a hub? Like, isn't O'Hare a hub for United?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, good. Hi, Elliot, in the morning.
Hi, is this me?
Yeah, who's this?
Hi, I can't say my name. I just want to say I work for a congressman. I can't say who, but I was going to say Tyler should really call them and find out who his congressman is and call them. They should be able to help him.
But hey, can I ask you something? And I've never called a congressman for anything. I mean, unless it was for like a bit. But does that really work? Like, honestly, and again, I'm stupid, but my opinion is, like, if I were to call a congressman, I feel like I would get somebody to go, really? Okay, we're trying to change the world. Thank you. And they would hang up.
No, I understand what you're saying, but no, like I said, I can't say who I work for because, privacy stuff, but they usually have, like, two different kind of offices, and, like, one office works, like, on legislative stuff, and one office works on, like, constituent, like, services, and that office is, like, made to work for people and, like, personal issues and problems
we got to call Boner. Let's call Boner. He'll get it all figured out for us.
Yes.
He's probably out on a smoke break right now.
They'll probably tell you to call your own congressman.
But doesn't that feel petty to call a congressman and go, Congressman, I got screwed out of... I feel like they should be, like, fixing the world, and no offense to Tyler or anybody else who gets bumped off a flight, I don't feel like that's what you call a congressman for.
No, that's what you should, because, you know, like, working in Congress, like, they're there to help the people, and if
Dude,
like, all these people, like Tyler's saying, are really getting screwed out
And get
of
a
all this
flag
money.
that flew over the Capitol while you're at it.
That's what, like, you know how sometimes they'll say, you should be outraged over this, and here is a pre-written letter. Just copy and paste this in and email it to your congressman.
Doesn't it just
you don't even do that.
I know, but doesn't it just seem easier to just come in and go, you know what, United Airlines can eat me?
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, honestly,
Well, if you lodge a complaint, though, they would be more likely to look into, like, the Department of Transportation and say something.
Right,
and
and
then the
I'll tell
Department
you-
of Transportation
and here's what-
if they put pressure on them, then they'll look into United.
At some point, this will be a phone call today. Somebody, if we're lucky, somebody from United Airlines will call the general manager here and go, you know what, your disc jockeys were pieces of crap. Just because they have a microphone, they think that they can go after United Airlines because of that. And then we're going to get yelled at for bashing United Airlines. But the truth is, United Airlines should treat everybody as though they have a microphone.
Right, absolutely. I mean, it's customer service, regardless, whatever you look at it.
Exactly. By the way, I wouldn't be surprised if we get in trouble for going after United Airlines, say that's how this place will work. But the truth is, United Airlines should treat everybody like they have a microphone instead of treating everybody like they're pieces of crap.
Well, even though you feel like, okay, I'm never going to give them my money, in the back of your mind, it still pisses you off because you're like, okay, even though I'm not going to give them my money, people will, because if the fare's cheaper,
Yes.
of course people are going to, you know.
Of
and
course.
It's almost like it's your own personal crusade, but still you feel like they're still going to get away with it.
Yeah, because you're screwed. You have no choice.
Mm-hmm.
I hate the airlines. But you know what? What are you going to do? Take off 5 days to drive somewhere that you can get in 2 hours? Grandpa died. I have to go to the funeral. What am I going to do?
Yeah.
and it all stems from not the fact that I was involuntarily bumped. That happens. Every airline oversells flights. They've run statistics and looked at the
Yeah, it
math.
happens. I get that.
That's not why
Just
I'm upset.
treat people fairly.
Give me what is mine. Give me what is owed to me. And yes, people are C's. I understand that one was a C, so I'm not even that upset with that. I'm just saying United needs to make it right, or the Department of Transportation needs to launch a formal investigation. Because this is happening. Southwest got popped for it. I'm telling you, this is happening across every airline. People are involuntarily bumped for flights every single day.
You know where this one happened, Diane?
Where?
Elliot Air. My flights from D.C. to Richmond.
Right.
I will not overbook flights.
I want to say that
And bags fly free. Bags fly free.
JetBlue, I want to say, does not overbook flights. I believe I
Are
read
they
that.
the only one?
I don't know that, but there is in the research I did.
Is part of that though that they don't sell out? is that why? I do like me a JetBlue though.
Well,
And
yeah,
I'm going to have cool commercials, and I'm going to have a jury of like all the bags people and the foreign. Guilty! That's what the guy's going to stand up and say. Bags fly free on Elliot Air.
Hey, Elliot, I got to jump, okay?
I got to go too. I got to go.
Thanks.
I got to go
Bye.
first. Hi, Elliot. In the morning.
Yeah, hi. I had a similar situation, but I wasn't bumped. And is it still the same compensation? Our flight was supposed to take off at 4:30, and it got delayed for 4 hours. We're flying to San Francisco.
Right.
So we're supposed to get in at 7:30 San Francisco time. We didn't get in until midnight. Is that still compensation? We didn't get bumped for our flight. We just got delayed that long.
Tyler, what is the? You know what I got to do? You know what I got to get Tyler on TOP. Ask the traveler.
Consumer advocate.
Oh, this is our new segment. But
Tyler Crenshaw. It says airlines don't guarantee their schedules. You should realize this when planning your trip.
right. That I would believe you don't get anything for
Okay.
other than like if it's a layover, don't they give you like $1 to get like a
no.
candy or something like that?
We got nothing but a donkey punch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that you got coming. They don't care about
and
that.
in the 6 o'clock hour, I'll tell you that if your neighbor's tree falls on your fence, your insurance company pays for it.
Yeah, that is true.
That's coming up.
That is true. Very good. Also, lunch with Tyler tomorrow. Lunch with John Thompson III. Excellent. You got a lot of stuff going on.
Seminar.
All right, dude. I appreciate it. Thank you, my friend. All right. Let me.